Hi, we're studying Hasbar 12.4 and we're in Daf Mem Hey Amud Aleph, and again we're trying to bring a proof, a toshima, a proof that two people cannot make a mezuman, right? That two people cannot make a mezuman. Tashma, come and listen. Hashamesh shahayim mishamesh al shnayim. When a waiter is serving two people, hareze ochli mahem, he may eat with them. Af al pi, even though shlo notnu lo rishus, they didn't give him any permission. Hayim mishamesh al shlosha. When a waiter is serving three people, hareze ene ochli mahem, he may not join them in eating, unless they gave him permission to eat with them. So what we can see from here is, if a waiter is serving two people, he can join them, right? He can join them without their permission. Why? Because they're happy that he's now going to create an obligation to make a mezuman. So we see here very clearly that two can't really make a mezuman. And the Gemara is going to say that's not really a proof. Shani Hasam. Over there, by the case of the waiter serving two people, Shani Hasam. It is different over there. Turn the page to Mem Hey Amud Beis. The Gemara answers, Denicha lehu demikabai lehu bechova. The two people prefer to establish their zimun as an obligation rather than as an option. So in the case of the waiter, they were happy that he came over. But it doesn't mean that they couldn't have a mezuman of two, even though it's only optional. When I have a third one, it becomes an obligation. And when I have an obligation, it's much greater to do the mitzvah when I have that obligation. Rashi says, "Denichluhu demekaviluhu bechova." Right? Here, the two people prefer to establish their zimun with a chova. De godol hametzuva va'oseh. It's much greater to do a mitzvah when you are commanded to do it than when it's just optional. So in the case of the waiter serving two people and they let him join, that's because they want to make a chiyuv, they want to make an obligation to do it, and that's a greater way of doing the mitzvah. But it doesn't mean that the two by themselves couldn't still make a mezuman. Yes, it would only be reshut, but we don't know, so we haven't really proven that two cannot make a mezuman. So now we're going to try a different way, and that'll be in the next Hasbar.